Welcome, fellow dreamers, and welcome to the Halloween special for this, the first ever Halloween special for this channel. Now, usually, actually, I was planning on doing this the day of Halloween, but, you know, I'm gonna have a really, really busy day tomorrow with the festivities, but, I'm gonna do the you're getting the Halloween special a day early. You know, I apologize again because I totally forgot to do the Oracle cards yesterday for the Guardian Angel segment. It's having kind of an off day. The flu shot and the COVID shot were still making me feel kind of icky. With that being said, what do we have here? Could this be our new spiritual guest star for the Halloween segment? We'll have to wait and see. So for this segment, I'm going to do a reading. First, I'm gonna do a reading on a mystery that I can't really seem to answer or figure out. Then we're gonna do the Q&A, which I don't really get a lot of fan comments, so I just looked up some frequently asked questions for each of my guides. And then we're going to explore, or actually I want to explore why, why Ouija boards are dangerous in a reading with my angel. And then we'll get into the Q&A. And then, last but not least, our very special guest star will, we'll have an interview with our very special guest star. Oh, I had to end up bringing some tools in here since I am planning to perform a ritual tonight. Isn't that cute? I can't tell you what the ritual is, unfortunately. This is a pocket knife with a dragon on it. It's just a ritual dagger, but, it makes good self-defense, too. Come on. Damn. Woo. I did ask if, people wanted me to film myself doing the ritual, but, you know, nobody comments, so, ever. So, yeah, looks like, it's probably for the best I keep it secret anyway, because apparently if you tell people what you're planning to do, it gives them ample opportunity to use their energy to stop you. So I'm just gonna leave that here for now. I mean, if you don't know what a ritual dagger is, you basically just point at things with it and chant. Alright. So, the first thing I want to do a reading on is the mysterious TikToker, Bon Skinny. Which, I'll be honest, I didn't bring the notebook in here, and I already did a reading on her in advance. But basically, she's disabled. Her brother, my angel said she's disabled. Her brother is using her as a prostitute to make money, or an online prostitute. I don't know if he's doing it in real life, too, but yeah, that's the big mystery behind Bon Skinny. Excuse me. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into our next reading, which I did not do in advance. Cards a quick shuffle. Alright. In comparison to other divination tools, what makes Ouija boards so dangerous? Oh wow, okay. I should have expected you to have a lot to say on this. When they keep popping up, that's how I know they want to say more. Okay. Whew. So we got the Priestess in reverse. Can you see this okay? Back up. Got the Hierophant. Nine of Spears. 10 of Spears. 10 of Swords in reverse. Oh, they're both in reverse. Star in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. King of Spears in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Coins in reverse. Alright, so unlike other divination tools, the Ouija board was made by demons, for demons, and demons are always going to come through on it. It's not like with a pendulum or the cards where you can either assign them or try to specifically channel certain entities. It's like, you're always going to get a demon. They might pretend to be somebody else, but you're always going to get a demon with a Ouija board. Well, that kind of sucks because, I don't know, it seemed like it was a good way to communicate otherwise. Okay. Well, that was, I love how blunt and no-nonsense my angel is. That's how you know he's my angel. As I'm always blunt and no-nonsense. Trying to shuffle them as well, I pick them up. Okay, alrighty, let's get into the Q&A. Who's on our first Q&A? Oh, Angel. Good thing, because I've already got his cards out. Okay. So I got some frequently asked questions. A lot of these I can answer on my own, but if I don't know the answer, you know, because I've spent enough time with my guides to know. But if I can't answer for whatever reason, like if I don't know the answer, I will use the cards to answer it. Okay. One of the most frequently asked questions is, what do angels look like? What my angel looks like, he can change his form. He can take the form of... He can make himself look like a human, which usually takes this dark hair, blue eyes, Prince Charming kind of look, Prince Eric kind of look. And he can also shift forms. He can turn into a giant owl, or he can turn into a giant raven. He usually turns into an owl. Usually a gray owl. Sometimes he'll do a barn owl, but usually it's a gray owl. And sometimes in his full form, he's this big, giant, scary-looking owl monster with 4 blue eyes. But, he only uses that form when, there's danger to be fought. What are your powers? So my angel has your typical powers. You know, he can fly, he can go to and from heaven. He chooses to stay by my side, but he can go to and from heaven. He can teleport, obviously. He can become visible and invisible. He can communicate telepathically. He can shapeshift. He can read minds. He can use astrology to... He can use the energy connected with astrology to predict other people's movements, which is how he mostly keeps me out of danger. This is the most used way he keeps me out of danger, to warn me if somebody's up to no good. And he can... What else can he do? He's very knowledgeable on crystals and plants, like herbs specifically, and how to use them as natural medicines and natural remedies. So, he also knows things, like extra things about, certain crystals and herbs that aren't recorded. So let's say I've got, like, smoky quartz, and it's like, everybody's like, oh, like, just by default, it's a grounding stone. I can go and ask my angel, hey, what else does this do? And he'll say, you know, he'll reveal a bunch of stuff that I didn't know it did, like, oh, it's a good painkiller, it's a good soother. Another frequently asked question, can fallen angels be forgiven? Yes, they can, but only if they want to. It's the same thing with humans. It's completely a choice. God will always forgive you. But you have to want the forgiveness. You have to, you know, you have to, like, know that you did something wrong. You have to say sorry, and then you have to ask for forgiveness, and then recognize that Jesus died for our sins so that we wouldn't go to hell when we sin. There's basically a choice. You can either choose to follow the devil, or you can choose to follow God. And even if you initially choose to follow the devil, you can always... God is a loving father. If you've ever heard of the prodigal son, he will be so happy if you change your mind and choose to follow him. Okay, frequently asked question 4. Should we seek guidance from angels? Yes, as long as you don't worship them. Just, it's okay to love them. It's even okay to bed them, as you've seen with me. But God is the only one you should worship. It's okay to take guidance. It's okay to befriend them. It's okay to have sex with them, with your guides, but just, you don't worship them. Can we trust all angels? No. That is where the tricky part comes in. There are a lot of demons that pretend to be angels. In this case, you'd want to use your intuition, spirit of discernment, whatever you want to call it, to pick up on how their energy feels. If the energy is replenishing, and the relationship is give and take, and not just you giving all of your energy to this being, then it's a safe angel. It's your angel. But if the angel, like if this being is like draining all of your energy, then it's not a safe being to work with. And the same thing comes with humans. There's a lot of humans that will drain your energy too. We call them psychic vampires. Are there different types of angels? Yes, actually. My dragons are actually types of angels and have been known to escort very important people to heaven when they have passed on. Your spirit animal is also an angel. There's cherubs. There are different types of angels. There's cherubs, there's seraphims, there's guardian angels, there's archangels. There's angelic beings. Like there's earth angels, which I am one of. Which is why I don't fit in with humans very well. Will we become angels? Yes. And, just not, we won't become, like, archangels or anything like that, but, yes, we will become a type of angel when we pass on. That's where my ancestors come in. They do visit frequently. I get the most frequent visits from my pets, but, my grandmother does come through. Let's see. Are we guaranteed angelic protection? Yes and no. Again, this depends on if we choose to, follow God or the devil, because the angels are provided by God. And, you know, angels are going to naturally be repulsed and repelled by demonic activity. Also, there's just the simple fact of, I heard this saying once, don't run faster than your guardian angel can fly. And something that my angel kind of blames himself for, but shouldn't, is he wasn't there when Adama got killed. He was with Ivy and Affinity trying to help them set up the Dragon Realm. And he feels guilt that he didn't stay with Adama and protect him when he got killed, which is part of the reason why he won't leave my side now. Or our side. Well, this being said, though, it is possible that, you can get separated from your angel and get hurt. And it is possible that if you delve too deep into evil, that you will get hurt. Let's see. Do we all have guardian angels? Yes, you're born with them. Even if you are following evil, they're still tethered to you, but they take a step back. Waiting for you to call back on them and turn back to God. Do angels have bodies? Not physical bodies. Actually, no, I take that back. Earth angels have physical... The only angels that have physical bodies are earth angels. The rest of them are just spiritual bodies. Do angels have genders? Yeah. I mean, my angel's male. Trust me, I know. And, you know, Hope is obviously a girl, and, my dragons are male. I've met female dragons, but, I'm a female, Adama's male. Which I guess that, I'm still not sure where I think that makes us gender fluid. Kinda. I don't know, we're still trying to figure out what to pronoun ourselves as. I mean, there is two of us, but still. In one body. How do you know if you have met an angel? You'll feel it. That's all there is to it, you'll feel it. And one more question that I've seen float I've been seeing floating around is, how many eyes do you have? How many wings do you have? Depending on the angel, it varies. My angel, usually 2 wings. His eyes fluctuate between 2 and 4, depending on which form he takes. So that's it for the angel Q&A. Next, we're moving on to the dragon Q&A. Let me just swap out cards here. Now, most of these I should be able to answer on my own, but if I can't, I've got his cards over here. Come on. There we go. Alright. What are... oh, no, wait. There we go. First question is, how long do you live? It's not known because the dragons kind of start to lose track once they reach a certain age. I know my dragons are over 2,000 and still considered young. They're still considered like teenage age. The oldest living dragon is in the thousands, but can't remember how old she is. Caudra, if you're wondering. So, definitely in the thousands somewhere. Dragons have long lifespans. I'm not even sure if they die of old age, to be honest. Let's see. How big do you get? Caudra's pretty huge. Dragons don't stop growing until they die, so, which I think goes into their death, because I think they eventually get so big they crush themselves, but, I would say, let's see, Caudra is... I'm trying to think of something to compare her size to, since I'm bad with measurements. Caudra is about the size of a mountain. She's pretty huge. And that's the oldest living dragon. Other than that, I'm not sure how big they get. Like, I'm not sure if they get bigger than her, but, as far as I know, that is the biggest dragon I know. What do you eat? Literally whatever they want, mostly energy. I don't think I've seen them eat anything physically. They usually just eat energy off of food, which is why I share my meals with them. People do leave them offerings, but like I said, they will just eat the energy off of it and leave the physical food, so that's why I typically share, because it's more intimate that way, and I don't like to waste food either. Don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my dragon's particular favorite foods are ramen and that homemade tofu vegetable soup that comes from that local Asian shop near my house that I can't name because it's a mom and pop place and will no doubt give away my location. That being said, they can also eat negative energy. Redmayne has said that it tastes like candy to him. So if you're having a bad day, you can have them eat. They can either burn the energy or eat it. They can also eat positive energy and cause your enemies misfortune. So yeah, there's that. Do they exist? Obviously, yes. How do you contact them? Usually they will contact you. It's in the words of Rhaenyra Targaryen, I have nothing more to tell you. The dragon must choose you. It must be the dragon who speaks. But yeah, they usually they will call you, but they will usually reach out to you through dreams, but it is possible to contact them with meditation. I don't know if it will work. I think they still have to choose you. Like, I don't think it's quite as simple as they, you can just reach out to them and grab one if you want one. Do I have one? You will either be, you will be assigned a mythical creature as part of your spiritual team. Usually it's either dragons or fairies, but, sometimes you will get other creatures, like unicorns, or what else is there? Gnomes or something like that. So, yeah, if you feel a connection, it depends on what you have a connection to spiritually. Do you have a spiritual connection to dragons? Do you have a spiritual connection to fairies? Do you have a spiritual connection to something else? Explore it through meditation. For me, it was dragons. Let's see. Why are there no dragon fossils? Okay, the reason for this is because when dragons die, their body completely melts and disintegrates. Because of their blood. Their blood is corrosive for some reason. How do Eastern dragons fly without wings? Okay, so this is actually pretty fun. I should have brought my Lemurian quartz in, because that one had a... They basically have, let me see if this one has one. Oh, I think the statue up here has one. Hold on. Back. Okay, so if you can see it right here, you see that little bump right there in between his eyes? Dragons have this, I'm not sure if it's an organ or a bone or something, but it's described as looking like a pearl, hence where the term dragon's pearls comes in. And it's, it basically helps them balance in between the Earth's magnetic fields. So that is how they fly. Let's see. How do dragons breathe fire? Okay, so this is one I actually don't know. So I'm going to ask Redmane right now how he breathes fire. They can also breathe two different types of fire. They can breathe physical fire, and they can breathe energetic fire. Which I will go more into description on that later, but, Oh, okay. Well, that was quick. Oh, it's gonna be one of these. Okay. Oh, there's a whole science behind it, huh? Okay. Whew. Alright, let's see what we got. I need to back up. There we go. Two of crowns in reverse. Oh. Four of tankards in reverse. Ace of tankards in reverse. Interesting. The magician in reverse. Ace of crowns in reverse. 10 of crowns in reverse. The hermit in reverse, okay. Page of tankards in reverse. Strength in reverse. And and justice. Okay, so dragons are pure fire and blood. There's fire in their blood, and there's blood in their fire. Their fire can be breathed by a strong pulsation of energy. Which Redmane is trying to teach me how to do, at least the energetic version of breathing fire, to rebalance, to repel negativity, and like basically he's teaching me how to use the violet flame to do this. I doubt that I will actually be able to breathe fire and survive, but he can, because he is fire. But yeah, he basically it's just a strong pulsation of energy and power that he has. He is like an element of fire. So yeah, that's how dragons breathe fire. Literally magic. Literally. It's literally magic. They just have the power to. It's a strong energy that they have, and then there's the fact that they can't be burned themselves, which is why they have the ability to physically breathe fire. Okay, how aggressive are dragons? From experience, my experience, they're actually pretty chill. Like I would say my dragons are more on par with golden retrievers. The only time I've really seen my dragons become aggressive is if my life is put in danger. And, like, I'll go ahead and explain the stories, but, yeah, like, usually they're chill, friendly, fun-loving. But, yeah, when my former best friend doxed me, we looked on the news the next day, and half of her town had been mysteriously burned down by a fire that just showed up out of nowhere and was deemed a wildfire because of its strange appearance. And Redmane admitted to me that he did that. As for, not only can they breathe physical fire, but they can breathe energetic fire and cause misfortune. As for my ex, since the day he chose to betray me, like, the final betrayal, the big betrayal that can't be forgiven, he has since suffered a series of mysterious misfortunes, from loved ones getting violently ill and hurt, to the point of needing to be hospitalized and operated on, to losing money, to his safe neighborhood suddenly becoming dangerous, to his friends turning on him and his reputation suffering. Yeah, don't mess with dragons. To answer the question, though, dragons are pretty docile and chill unless you give them a reason to not be. So it's not like they just go around and go crazy and burn things for no reason. How intelligent are they? Very intelligent. They have I would say they're more intelligent than people are. They're about on par with the bird, as far as intelligence goes. Like, they can talk, they can form sentences, they have complex thought, they have a lot of knowledge on history, they're really good at retaining information. They have a lot of information. They're very wise. They're very, like, they know a lot. And it's like the more you ask them questions, the more you'll learn, and the more, you know, like I'm pretty sure I haven't learned all I need to learn from my dragons yet. I just, I like for instance, my dragons are the ones that led me to shadow work and led me to Adama and Lemuria. And they're also the ones that helped me get in contact with my guardian angel. So, and they're also right now in the process of teaching me alchemy. Spiritual alchemy. Like, it's not like I'm not over here burning metal in the house and all that. That will get dangerous. But no, they're teaching me, like, qigong and all that. And sound cleansing and mostly how to manipulate energy and change bad energy into good energy, all that. Can all dragons breathe fire? Yes. Even water dragons can breathe fire. My dragons are both of earth and water, and they can breathe fire. Naleon is a water dragon. She can breathe fire. But yeah, pretty much, which is surprising because you wouldn't think water dragons would be able to breathe fire, but yes, they can breathe fire. Alright, so that was it for the dragon questions. Next, we go into spirit animals. Okay. What are they? They are angelic beings. They're not just any animal. They are an angelic animal. They are a special animal. And they will be assigned, and like guardian angels, they will be assigned to you at birth. How do I find mine? So I think I did touch on this, but I'm going to touch on it again. The way you spot your spirit animal is, it is an animal that you see frequently to the point where it's noticeable. It's an animal you see most frequently to a point where it's very noticeable, where you're like, huh, I see a lot of butterflies, or huh, I see a lot of owls, or huh, I see a lot of birds, like, you know, just stuff like that. And you're gonna feel also when this animal shows up, you're gonna feel like a huge spiritual connection to it. It's gonna get your attention. You're gonna feel like at peace when it's around. And, also, this animal, if it, shows up while you're in a time, here's the biggest way, too, to spot your spirit animal, is if it'll show up in a time when you're in distress, too. And you will feel an instant peace the moment you see it, and then your, whatever problem is causing you stress will miraculously be wrapped up. So, let's see. Another thing, they can change colors, but I think a lot of them have the default color of white. And the reason I say this is because when Hope first showed up to me, she was white. She was a white butterfly, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I've never seen a white butterfly before. And while she can change colors, she does show up as white. With that also being said, I've heard a lot of people say, my spirit animal is a white wolf, or my spirit animal is a white owl. So it seems like a lot of spirit animals have a default color of white. Not sure if this is universal or not. It's just something I've noticed. But yeah, they should be able to change colors. Let's see. But yeah, that is how you spot your spirit animal. how do I work with my spirit animal? So, the best way to, like, work with them is to create a totem, which I've got mine with me. And this will help you awaken your inner power. If you didn't see my totem video, it was my inner child work video. I will link it in the comments. But yes, here's my totem. And it basically becomes an amulet as well. But remember, though, this is not the power. You are the power. This just helps you awaken your power that is laid dormant until now. Okay. What is the difference between a spirit and totem animal? There isn't one. They're the same thing. Can I have more than one? So other animals' spirits can reach out to you, but you will have one main spirit animal, and then you may have like another animal pop in to give you a specific message, and then that which I need to make a new grimoire for this, but it basically you need to look up, if you feel like a specific pull to an animal, you need to look up their meaning, and then you need to figure out, you need to energetically read what message you think they're trying to send you. What are the common animal meanings? Oh, so Hope, everybody has put transformation on her. Even though I've always seen her as you're strong enough to get through this, and a peace symbol. Let's see. An owl's a common one. That's usually wisdom. Haven't had a personal experience with an owl, like with an owl yet, so I don't know. Like, if it would give me a different message, bear, let's see. Bear has been given courage. For me, bear ended up being you need to do shadow work warning. And, you need to stop ignoring yourself and your needs warning. Not sure if dragons count as spirit animals or if they're their own entity, but, I know a lot of people have said dragons are strength and protection. Pretty much, yeah. I think that one was pretty accurate. Hawk, really not sure. I think hawk is power. For me, hawks are like a sign to stay vigilant and alert. So yeah, those are some common ones. My aunt has a cardinal for hers, which the cardinals have been given the general meaning of, oh, it's a dead loved one coming to visit you. For my aunt, she says it's a reminder that she belongs to God. Okay, can they talk? Yes, but Hope doesn't talk a lot. She has a very soft voice when she does talk. She usually will communicate with signs and, like, physical signs, which also answers the next question of how they communicate. They will usually talk to you through signs, and it's the reason they do this is because they're trying to get your intuition to activate and help you become more alert spiritually. So, like, yeah, colors, signs, symbols, that's how they'll usually talk to you. Feelings, they'll project feelings into you. How do we know what they mean? Like I said, it's intuition based, so you have to go by what you feel internally when this animal shows you a certain sign. Like, Hope's overall appearance is usually to give me a calming peace. Yeah. That's one example. Does your spirit animal stay with you for life? Yes. What if my spirit animal scares me or I don't like it? I don't think that should happen. I mean, like I said, your spirit animal, you're gonna feel connected to them instantly. So, you shouldn't be scared of it, or you shouldn't, feel fear around it. You're gonna feel drawn to it, if anything. So yeah, it should be impossible for you to not like your spirit animal. What does it mean if I find my spirit animal dead? It means caution. But yeah, there's that. Okay, looks like we're moving on to Lemuria. Alright, let me get my Lemurian cards out. So, first question is, what are you? Adama is like a divine mix between an angel and a human. And Lemurians are in the angel family, but, they're, like, not purely angels. Like, they still have physical bodies. I think the best way to compare it is, kind of like how a fox is not a dog, but is in the dog family. What do they look like? I have heard off-the-wall things about Lemurians being freakishly tall, having blue skin and like one eye in their forehead, but, no, they just look like you or me, you know, they can just, like Adama has like shoulder-length blonde hair and was physically attractive. Moon, his mentor, was a dark-skinned lady with braids. She kind of reminded me of Caroline, the Do Better For Yourself coach. Physical appearance. You know, they can really just look like anybody else. I mean, I think they were still taller than most humans, but I don't think it was like a freakishly huge amount of tallness. Like, I think Adama was actually considered short instead of still being relatively tall. Like his peers were taller. Do you have powers? Yes, he does have powers. He can, sound cleanse, Reiki heal. When he was alive, he had more control over the earth where he could make it move. If I have the ability to do that with him and me now, I don't know if I have to, like, awaken a certain amount of energy to be able to do it. He, had a connection to animals, which has passed over into my life here. He had a connection to dragons, especially. What else can he do? You know, he's got pretty much the same stuff that I do, intuition, all that. Something, he's kind of remembering his powers on and off, but, something we just recently learned he could do is he can use negative energy and project it into a bubble-like shield to keep any other forms of negative energy from getting in. He can return negative energy to Cinder, which I've gone over how to do that in a video. He utilizes the violet flame a lot. I would say, I don't know if him having prophetic dreams has anything to do with, I mean, the dragons give the prophetic dreams, after all. He can absorb and project energy from his palms. And he can just sense things that nobody else can pick up on. And what did Lemuria look like? Okay, so there were two different sections of Lemuria, which was, Talos, where it was all nature-based, and there were huts, there were, like, grass huts, there was, either grass huts or caves. Adama and Moon lived in a cave. They were near the beach, the shoreline, there was a volcano. There were a couple of volcanoes, like, a lot of people don't know this, but Hawaii used to be part of Lemuria. But, what else? I think, Madagascar did too, but I could be wrong. There was a lot of wildlife. Lemurs were native to the island. They're said to be the last surviving part of Lemuria. There were a lot of mythical creatures over there, like dragons and fairies and unicorns and stuff like that. So that's what Talos looked like. Basically, it was just trees, beach, forest area, some volcanoes, and then there was Mew, which we didn't remember the name of until like until like the cards were made. But Mew was where they started to get more modern and started to build palaces and all that, and they put cobblestone down, and the gold ball that Adama would use to communicate with God was there. Which he hated venturing into Mew because people would look down on him for his choice to live more in tune with nature. So yeah, even Lemuria wasn't perfect. Let's see. What did you eat? Okay, what did they eat? Lemurians ate, they had a vegetarian lifestyle where Adama lived. So it was mostly fruits and vegetables they grew out of their garden, while, Mew chose to start eating meat, which, led to a lot of the animals, like the mythical animals creating a different, realm because they were starting to get hunted for sport. Let's see, what happened to Lemuria? You remember that flood in Noah's Ark? Yeah, after the world was flooded, most of Lemuria, aside from Hawaii, was buried. Or, I wouldn't say buried, but like it's underwater now. How do you read a Lemurian quartz? For me, like, first of all, you have to find the right quartz. Like, you can't just pick up any quartz. If you do try to pick up any Lemurian quartz, it'll, feel very electric, repelling, and pulsating. But, when you find the right one, it'll be very hard to separate yourself from it. You'll feel drawn to it all the time. You'll feel at peace when you have it. Like, my Lemurian point was actually considered too big to wear, but I went out of my way to wire wrap it and wear it anyway. So, it's very hard for me to not wear it now, but I am trying to solely work with this clay piece right now to awaken my inner power, or our inner powers. But yeah, how you read the Lemurian, so once you've got the Lemurian quartz that chooses you, the best way to read it is to, like, run your fingers along the lines while meditating. Some people plug their fingernail into each line. Another way is to just sleep with it and hope a prophetic dream comes in. But yeah, that's how you read a Lemurian quartz. Do we all have Lemurian past selves? I don't think so. Like I said, it's really something that has to choose you. But yeah, no, we don't. A lot of us do, but some don't. I think only the chosen ones do, to be honest. How tall are they? You know what? I don't know. Because every time I dream about a Dama, we're sharing a body. And even in the waking life, we're sharing a body. So how tall are you, Dami? Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Got a lot to say about his height today. I mean, I'm not going to judge you if you're short, sweetie. You know that. Whew. It's hot in here. Good thing I brought my Dr. Pepper this time. Throat is already getting dry. Woo! Okay, 7 of Cups. Holy crap, that tall, really? How many feet is that? Gosh. And you were still considered short? Okay. Wow. Oh. Okay, do you remember that bear I said that I dreamed about that was as tall, that was taller than a second-story floor balcony? That's how tall Adama is, and he was still considered short compared to his other peers. I'll have to play around with that in bed later, baby. But yeah, that's kind of hot. That's hot. What is it? 10 feet? gosh. Now I've got more questions. How big was how big were the daggum trees? How big were the caves? I'm almost 6 feet tall. And even now I feel puny. Alright, that is hot. Okay. What were they like? So, in Talos, they were very tribal, very peaceful, very dance naked under the moon, very, you know, that they like to carve things, make things, just be peaceful. They were peaceful people. They like to be one with nature. They like to dance. They like to make music. And, then there's, they were very one with each other, which I think made Adama kind of an easy target to, she who shall not be named. But in Mu, they started to become more corrupt with wealth and, modern nature, and they started to take advantage of each other just to obtain more wealth. And when Adama's ex saw that he had a little bit of power, she tried to take that from him, and when she couldn't take it from him, she got mad and killed him. So yeah, that gives you some insight into what the people of Mu were like versus the people of Talos. I don't know about you, but I'd rather live like the people at Talos. Just, why can't, I feel like I'm living in Mu now, but like just, there's no loyalty, there's no honor. Everybody's mean. And I just, you know, there's a reason I only talk to my spirit guides now. There's a reason I keep other humans at a professional distance. Where I only speak to them if I absolutely necessarily need to. What was the most common animal? Lemurs. It was between lemurs and dragons. I think it was lemurs, considering the fact that the place was called Lemuria. Where was Lemuria? Where, like, Hawaii was. It attached to the bottom of, South America. And then it extended all the way to where Egypt is. So it was a pretty big place. There was a lot of land. Now it's all underwater. Oh my gosh, my throat is so sore. Okay. Now, it is time to interview our special guest. Before we call this, Halloween special quits. May I introduce you to Naleon. Or as a lot of you may know her, as the Loch Ness Monster. I also have, I bet you can't guess what's in here. I shouldn't have put them in here, these are hard to open. Oh gosh. I should not have put them in this tea tin. There. Okay. Runes. And I'm just now realizing I forgot to bring my rune book in here, so we're gonna have to go completely off intuition. But that's okay, because guess what I was sent as an extra when I ordered oracle cards for my ancestors? A bone throwing kit. So we're gonna have this for extra clarity if I get stuck on anything. Okay. Frequently asked questions. What is Naleon? Well, she's a dragon. That's kind of an obvious one. A water dragon. Why can't people find her? Because she doesn't stay in Loch Ness. She comes and goes. She doesn't stay on Earth either. She comes and goes. A lot of these I can be able to answer. Is she aggressive? In my experience, no. But I am going to... Depends on the person. Yeah, that makes sense. How is it possible for her to live in a lake? Again, she doesn't live in that lake. She lives in an ocean in the dragon realm. She just occasionally visits the lake. What does she eat? I assume energy like other dragons, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Heard rumors that she once ate a sheep. Oh, I grabbed an extra one. Fish, but sometimes energy. Fish and seaweed, but sometimes energy. Okay. Mostly energy, but sometimes seaweed and fish when she's in a mood. Okay. Yeah, she did lose her children, by the way, so... Can she walk on land? Yes. Yeah, she can walk on land. What does her body look like? Okay, so I'm gonna ask this too, because there have been people that have drawn her as a plesiosaur. There have been people that have drawn her as a serpent. I've only seen her neck when I did. I hope these are showing up on camera. I've only seen her neck when I did encounter her. Okay, serpentine. So yeah, okay, serpentine, Naleon confirmed. Ironically enough, she does look like Gyarados, so, or similar to Gyarados, so I did, kind of why I bought Gyarados. But I like Gyarados too, he's a dragon. What color is she? Blue. I don't know, like, I'm gonna ask, because, sometimes, like, I haven't really gotten a good glimpse of her. I've seen her as blue, but then there have been other reports that she's brown, there's been other reports that she's green. So, yeah, what color are you? A really light blue. Okay. Oh, a really light blue with green highlights. Okay. Oh, no, okay, so it depends on the lighting. She's naturally a really light blue, but if the light hits her a certain way, she'll turn green, so kind of a teal. Got it. Sorry, give me a break here. I just got these runes. I don't know how to... Okay. Can you fly? This is something I don't know, so I'm gonna ask. Yes. Okay. Have you ever hurt anyone? Let's find out. Alright, time to use my bone throwing kit for the first time. So I'm gonna just kind of rummage these around in my hands. Pick 3 at random. So we have a green 10, Oogie Boogie, and a black 8. Okay, so she is primarily a pacifist, but she has had to defend and avenge in the past. Okay, so basically same answer as the dragons. She's gonna be gentle unless you give her a reason not to be. Let's see. Why hasn't a carcass been found? Because she's not dead? And again, dragons are corrosive. Okay. So, I've actually got one more question. Naeleon, would you like a segment on our show? Or on our channel? Would you like your own segment? Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh. It's hard to do without the book, so I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. Okay. So we have sweet candy, a 3, and a 6. Is it a yes? I think that's a yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a yes. Okay. Oh, okay, yes, and you're excited. Got it. Alright. What do you want your segment to be about? I think I'm getting an idea, but I'm going to put some extra charms down just to see. Okay, she wants to do segments on common misconceptions about dragons and other mythical creatures. And okay, so that'll be our session. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Dragon Facts. Alright. It'll be Dragon Facts. Okay. So that's it for the Halloween special. I've gotta go for my throat completely gives out. Oh. Final message with a My Melody charm dropped. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Did you say it was adorable, Leon? You're gonna be fun to have on the show. Okay, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell too. And, if you would like to book a personal reading with any of my guides, I might give Naleon... I'm only going to give Naleon a reading option if somebody actually does start purchasing my readings, because, these readings cost money. This stuff costs money to put... These listings cost money to put up, you know? But yeah, if you would, like to receive a reading from any of my guides, and if you would like me to make a thing for Naleon, please go visit, DragonRealmBoutique at Etsy and start buying some readings, because I need some income before I start adding more. And until next time, fellow dreamers, happy Halloween!